Park. This is the Outside Set with your hosts Sarah and Reggie. And every other Monday, our show explores the story of music and social change and everything in between. That was by Sam Kane on his album Life and Living It from 2017. As always, you can find our full playlist on Spotify and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We are bringing back a guest DJ tonight. This means we're kind of off the hook, but it also means we get to learn.
Less work for us.
Yeah.
Yay.
We are really excited to welcome our friend and guest DJ tonight, Shedrick Pelt.
Hey.
Yeah.
We up there.
Welcome.
We up there. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for
You know
coming.
what I'm saying? It's very rare that like photographers get a little shine, you know?
Yeah.
We kind of lurk in the dark most of the time, you know? So it's cool.
You gotta give.
Well, now you're a disembodied voice.
Yeah.
Gotta give all the.
You know
artists
what's
love.
funny? Before we even do this, I'll say old white women always say, "You have a voice for the radio." Put on the radio. Let's get it.
Welcome.
Let's get it, Elga and Eartha.
Shed is an incredibly talented editorial live event and commercial photographer. He specializes in documentary music product and portrait photography with a style driven by the urge to be, quote, a fly on the wall, capturing the experience without disrupting the nature of the moment. He's based in D.C. Shed works worldwide, keeping strong ties to the local community in his hometown of Huntsville, Alabama, and his adopted home, NYC. And for the past few years, Shed has photographed musicians in South by Southwest, which he'll tell us a little bit about tonight. His work is powerful. It brings together music and visual arts in unique ways, and you can see his work in his newly published book, 2009 and Beyond. Again, Shed, welcome. We're excited to hear these tracks. We're going to jump into the first one.
So this is my brother.
Yeah.
And we released this track a couple years ago, but it's one that like resonates all the time. You know? So it's timeless, really.
Yeah, so we'll do this song and then we'll come back and we'll discuss.
So this is. We actually lost him last 2017. Lost him to heroin overdose. So our hearts are still broken, but he was like a brother. You know? They've been together for. I mean, my brother started music in 2003 after he got back from the military. So, you know. In the wrist.
I do not see our sponsor on here. Like, I'm going to take Tacoma Tech, and I'm not seeing the Tacoma Tech. So, like, we have to do, we have to put our sponsor.
Dear Steve. Come over.
Yeah. I'll text him. I'm not going to text him now, because otherwise I will literally just be like, don't fucking hold on right here.
What's next?
So after this we'll break, and then it's Kendrick and Joey back in there. We're 50 some odd seconds out. What? Yeah. jacket. And music jacket. Alright, coming back.
Hey.
WOWD Tacoma Park Radio. This is the outside set. That was One Life to Live by Dizzy D.
Shout out Dizzy D.
Yeah, and our special guest Shed is in the house. How's it going, bro?
Good, man. Good. I feel good right now.
Nice.
You know, I feel like the energy is in here.
I like it. I like it. So tell us a little bit about that track, why you chose it, and the significance.
I mean, the obvious reason, like, we really literally have one life to live, right? So, what I do is connecting to the community and documenting the community is all about that one life to live. You know, these moments will never be replayed again. You know, Kendrick Lamar at South by Southwest in 2012 will never, ever happen again.
Yeah.
You know, and so documenting these moments is very important to me. And so one life to live, you know, shout out my brother, that's my love, that's my heart.
His actual brother.
His actual brother.
This
Like,
ain't just
we
slang.
came from
that-
the same place. We
It's
came
not
from
like
the
when we
same
say
place.
like nephew and cousin and all that.
Not how we
Yeah.
say all that. But so I mean, he just created an example that was just perfect for every day you wake up. You know, that line should play in your head. One life to live. So do it big.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah. So and all these other tracks are going to be very connected. I chose them because they're a moment in time for me, and they're a moment in time for the community, and some of them are like emotional type of tracks. So yeah, I'm excited here.
We just listened to "I Like Me" by Joey Bag of Donuts out of Huntsville, Alabama, and prior to that, listened to Compton's own Kendrick Lamar with the remix with Emil Sandy. Trick Don't Kill My Vibe. For all my hip hop fans, you know what the real title is. Yes, we're not. We're trying not to say it. Yeah, it's 4:10 p.m. We're not allowed to say certain things.
Shed. So we're listening to these tracks, and I was also at the same time looking at your incredible photographs in your book 2009, and it's kind of nice to do both of those things at the same time. Your photographs are really intimate. Like, if they're active shots, they're people performing, they're working hard, but it also feels really personal, like you are that fly on the wall that you talked about. And I wanted to hear more about how you got into music photography, because I know your brother makes music.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever think about that?
I was never in that lane. I don't know if I'm even musically inclined. You know, I actually played the trumpet in 4th grade, and I quit because weird story. I quit because I got a staple stuck in my finger.
That makes sense.
One staple freaked me out. I couldn't take it anymore. I
Walk
quit.
away.
I sold my trumpet. Mom, I'm sorry. I didn't have to bread on that. But no. So I was never really musically inclined, and even the visual side that I'm part of, it all came about out of, like, part of it was like necessity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was working with my bro. We needed stuff done. The people we were trying to get it done wasn't moving for us, obviously, which is fair. Got it. But we still needed it done regardless. So it was like, you know, I took it upon my shoulders and said, you know, let me check this out. And then I fell in love, right? And then I moved to New York, which is a city that when you're thirsty for something new, it'll feed you in a multitude of ways. You can do it with music. You can do it with the painting. I did it visually. You know, I'm looking at skyscrapers every day. I'm looking at 1,000 people in Times Square. I'm looking at the subway. I'm looking at cabs drive by. Everything was visual for me, and I was like just eating it up. So I got into this. This photography scene, and simultaneously I jumped into this underground music scene. So it was like this perfect storm. You know, I'm hungry. I find photography. Music is something that feeds the soul. It was like I was full, I was happy, and I was in a good place. You know, and now 10 years later, it's like I've actually created stuff that's going to last forever. I have images that you can't wipe off the earth right now until the earth gets wiped off in 10 years. You know, right? So,
nice nihilistic point of view.
Right. We got time though. We can do another radio show.
Exactly.
We got time. But yeah. So it was very organic. Everything I love when things are organic. Like, it was never forced into photography. It was never, my father wasn't a photographer. You know, I didn't go to school, so I didn't feel like I had to be a photographer. It was very organic, and photography like gives me peace. So I'm here for it.
I like that. This is the outside set.
Let's go.
This is the outside set on Tacoma Park Radio. How y'all feeling? Hopefully out there in Radio Land, you're having a good old grand time listening to these dope tracks. That was a gentle reminder by The Jealous Sound, and prior to that, one of my favorite MCs of all time, MC Light, with I Am Woman, off of Light as a Rock, like, which, as I said earlier off mic, this is the second MC Light track that we've played this year, so
yeah.
I feel very good about that. Yes.
Moderately. Great.
Yeah.
Shed.
Yes.
So you were just talking about women and men, and tell us more about these tracks.
Right, so these last two tracks, I Am Woman and A Gentle Reminder, you know, I just wanted to big up women, and we all know the current climate about like the attack on women's rights and women's bodies right now, and you know, I just want to be very vocal and let women know, like real men, we got your back. You know what I'm saying? The world's got your back, but you know, we got your back, and we're here to support you in every way. And you know, I Am Woman obviously tells a story about like I am woman, hear me roar. And then A Gentle Reminder from A Jealous Sound is more of that track of that, you know, the women we love the most. Sometimes we have a dark side of our relationship and a light side of relationship, which is like the yin and the yang. And that's a song that kind of reminds you of that, you know, hence the name, A Gentle Reminder, you know. So, and this next track is another song that's kind of big up women. So we're here for all that, obviously.
Yeah, it's funny because I mean, hip hop kind of gets dinged for being associated with like misogyny, negative images about women, but some of the tracks we played this year that I have found the most powerful have actually been female hip hop artists, and I think largely responding to the climate. And either it's direct political commentary or it's just women with a lot of swagger, kind of like taking back some of that attitude themselves and putting it out through their music. So this is kind of cool juxtaposition of these two songs, and kind of good to hear.
Yeah, I mean, and, actually MC Light, I had the opportunity to photograph her at Summer Stage. It was like 80-degree weather outside. It was like a beautiful, bright day. So it was an awesome moment for me to capture her. Lighting was perfect. Like it was a beautiful capture, and it's in my book 2009 and Beyond. Also that day, if you're a hip hop head, the crew,
Rocksteady Crew,
the Rocksteady Crew,
yes.
Crazy Legs actually passed the torch to his I guess underling or whatever that day. 2000 other special outside. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, okay, you're even jealous. Yeah. All right, here we go. This is the outside set. Just like Tacoma Tech. Oh, excuse me. Let me clear my throat. Yeah, that's when we need to drop. Just like Tacoma Tech and all our other lovely sponsors here at Tacoma Park Radio, as community radio. So, you know, if you would like to sponsor a show, sponsor multiple shows, or hey, if you just want to go to tacomaradio.org and kick in a couple bucks here and there to help keep these airways free, and so you can hear really dope music and have less commercial and less, like, I don't know, less silliness.
Less lattes, more music.
Yeah, exactly. More music.
Everybody wins.
So kick a couple shekels here and there if you can. tacomaradio.org. Those tracks that we just listened to, we listened to Bank Account by 21 Savage. Prior to that, we had Gatorade by Young Lean. And as I was going to mention, Shay Serrano released a book, the rap yearbook, and he picked Still Tippin' as the most important song of 2004 because it's like, yeah, like that song basically by Mike Jones, Slim Thug, and Paul Wall is like that helped recertify Houston as the mecca for hip hop, and it was like, yeah, like a lot of the slang and culture from 2004 onward is Houston based. Yeah,
all of it.
Yeah, like so.
I mean, tipping on faux foes, wrapped in faux woes.
Yeah. And for those of you who know, like if I say 281-330, you should know exactly what should be coming next. I spent plenty of time in college when I was still drinking, playing beer pong, trying to call that number and hoping that Mike Jones would actually answer. Turns out every time you would call, it would just be a busy signal. I'm assuming every other college kid was like, "Yo, dude, let's call Mike Jones. Let's see if he answers the phone."
Yes.
Mike Jones on the low.
Yes.
All right, so you should keep calling that.
I know. I really should.
So I was looking at your photographs. They're really incredible. I hope you do
Thank
event
you.
this book in DC. And we were talking about how every photograph, like, that's a memory that you have and an experience that you have. You went to that show, you're with that artist, you were behind the scenes, and like experiencing their performance, like their act of kind of giving to the audience and that sort of taking that risk, and that really comes through in these shots. And I was wondering if there was like a particular show or experience that stands out for you. I know there's a lot. You were just telling us about one you went to in Sweden, which sounded a castle and sounded
Yeah. So you know what?
Maybe an unfair question. There's a lot of stuff in here.
The Young Lean is a perfect example of what it is to be like a photographer. It's like sometimes it's a solo act. Most of the time it's a solo act. So 2016, I'm in Berlin, Germany. Young Lean, he's a Swedish DIY artist. He was playing there, and first of all, it's in this like dungeon in Germany. Like who knows what went on there? Like 1,000 years ago.
I don't even know what happened in that dungeon.
So it's in a dungeon in Germany, and I pull up to the scene thinking that I'm actually going to swipe a credit card to buy a ticket. Well, I don't think they have credit cards in dungeons, so it was a cash only thing. So I ended up having to pay the bouncer like an extra $60 just to get in because I'm a silly American, right?
Yeah.
Of course, take advantage of me.
It's the tax.
And I wanted to go.
Yeah,
So,
it's the American tax.
So anyways, I get in, and if anybody knows what a spliff is, I was bombarded by spliffs, which is
now legal in DC, so we can.
now legal in DC. Okay, but that was an interesting moment, and I'm in a pitch black dungeon, and there's like a spot of light, and I'm just trying to shoot this artist when there's like a flashlight worth of light in the room, and I'm solo in the country that I've never been to, and I don't know the language, and I have no backup, and I don't have a cell phone. So that was it was an amazing experience because I can remember the feel, the smell in the air. I can feel like I can smell the moisture on the stones in the dungeon. You know what I'm saying? There was dust on the floor, you know. So it was it kind of threw me back in time.
Oh, you just took us there.
So it was a very visceral moment, right? So, and these are the moments that these are when I smile, you know. These is what I fell in love with photography. The moments, you know, that I fell in love for, you know. So, so that's it.
I like it. We have 2 more tracks. We're going to play one more here, then we'll come back. We'll close up shop and all that good stuff.
It's the turn-up section.
Yeah, here we go. So keep it in tune. Also, don't forget from 9 until 11, stick around for Ride with Clyde. He's our resident DJ, car share driver, and he's looking very spiffy with those.
He's looking real spiffy tonight. Yeah.
It's like tennis ball colored shoes and socks. It's like really
He kind of
good.
looked like Andre though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, right? Yeah, no, exactly. Looks like Andre Agassi.
Right.
Yes.